lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk to you about my updated lineup for 2024. I have changed things around. If you're new here, I did start the year in Hobonichi weeks, which then I ended up moving out of because I bought a standard weeks, which means it has less, like way less pages in the back, and I got so anxious. I was already like, I used over half of them in a few months, and I just figured, okay, this is not working, and I moved into a B6 strategy around Easter. My B6 strategy was great. I used it until about mid-August, and that's when I just, for many reasons that I will go and dive into whenever I film a video of this baby, I moved out of the B6 strategy, and now I am now in an A6 strategy. So I'm still bullet journaling. It is the main way of planning for me right now. And this is my main planner. This is how I organize my life, my thoughts, my needs, everything. But because this is actually a half-year strategy, I also understood that I don't like being in a 6-month strategy, which means it's a full year, but it lasts about 6 months for me. 6 months is too long of a time for me to be bullet journaling in one book. It just feels like I'm dragging the past with me. I don't know, I can't explain it, but that's how it is. So I do like the half-year strategies, and I also use quite a bit of stickers and pictures and everything because I journal in these. So it's nicer to be able to carry around something a bit slimmer instead of the bulk of the full-year planner. So this is what I use for like everyday life, everyday planning, thoughts, journaling, etc. And then I have this, and I think I'm going to start this video by going through my mini habit planner first, and then we'll dive a bit more into the bullet journal. So this originally was a 2023, I feel like 2023 mini happy planner. This has been highly customized. There's almost nothing left of the original planner in this one except the covers. And I have actually mixed a few different mini happy planners in this one because at the time I bought 3 different ones to make one planner. And so there's little parts of everything in this. But these are metal discs for the classic size. They are way bigger than the mini happy planner disc. I just changed them today because I couldn't fit everything in the mini discs, unfortunately. I do prefer the mini discs somehow, but this is like a fat one, chunky one right now. So how this works, I will go into a more detailed flip at some point. So I'm just gonna go through the functions of this planner right now. How I use this is for basically pre-planning. So I do have a yearly overview, and I do have a routine overview as well, just to get myself a bit more centered. I do have quarterly planning in this. So I do pre-plan my quarters. Not much because, well, I haven't had a lot going on, but also because I'm not that meticulous of a planner. My life keeps constantly changing, and I don't see the point of me planning ahead for a year and then having everything go differently. But I do plan like the main focus of every month, and then some to-dos related to those months. And I do have my quarterlies until like the first one of 2025. I also keep a prayer list here. I have an inbox in case I need it. And then I have 6 months in this, approximately. I think 7. I might have January as well. And how I did this is I had the dividers from the mini happy planners I bought previously, and I just used the dividers that I wanted, and on the other side I printed a monthly overview, and I use my monthlies to pre-plan. So I will show you here. I pre-plan the months because I have my monthlies in the A6 here. So I'm able to write stuff down. I have them until the end of the year so that I can pre-plan in this as well. But what I don't have is the monthly pages, and I'm going to show you how that looks like. Let's go to the August one first. So this is what I do in my bullet journal. I have a cover page for the month, and then I have important events, goals, tasks, and top 3 priorities. And then on the other side, I have my fitness tracking and a page dedicated to my kids. So here, what I'm doing, because for instance, I did draw out September's, because we're in September right now, but I don't have October's monthly planning pages. So I use this mini happy planner to plan ahead. I don't have much going on in October yet, but I do have a few things written down, and that's how I use this. So before the month is here, I have the main events on the mini calendar here. I have a checklist, the main birthdays and events, the main goal, if I know what it is, for the following month, the top 3 priorities, and a little box for notes. That's all I need for my pre-planning. I did it in September as well, so here we are. Sometimes there's not much on the checklist. Sometimes there's more things. Sometimes there's no notes. Sometimes there are. Yeah, and the events depend on the month as well. So as you can see, there's only 2 events here. I think there's only 1 here. And I haven't really, I have the important dates for December, but that's it. So that's how I use the monthlies. And then after the monthly overview, if you will, I have a few weekly check-in sheets. Forgot to do this one, but how that basically works is you have a space for how was my week, top 3 highlights of this week, self-rating in different things, I'm grateful for, best things of this week, and you have different categories for that, week goals, and if I achieve them, etc. Don't really use this section, challenges / lessons, and next week. And so here I've written down a bit of stuff from the week of the 12th. Yeah, the 12th until the 18th of August. But I did print out those because I think a weekly check-in is a nice way to regroup at the end of the week and be prepared for the next one. So that's something I'm not doing in my bullet journal. I do them here. I don't really care about these inserts that much. It's just so that I can center myself and, I don't know, plan better. But I definitely can toss them out at the end of the year, and I may do that. So I used the dividers of the previous planners, as you can see, and then I just glued this monthly overview on the other side. And I have up until, January, I think. And there's a mix of different dividers from different planners. Yeah, here's January. And that's it. Like for the planning section, that's it. What I want is to be able to pre-plan somewhere, to think of my goals for the following months. In case I have like notes about that month, I want to have space for that, so I can write them here. And I want to have a checklist that I can fill out in advance and then just copy it and move it to the bullet journal whenever I move into that month. That's all I need. So then the next section is food related stuff. I have these inserts where I can write down all the meals I'm eating. This is a mindful eating insert. I can write down what I ate or drank, how I felt afterwards, the reason, the hunger, and the satiety. I cannot English today. If I was satiated or not. And then there's a summary at the end of the day, etc. Haven't used these yet, but on some days it would be nice to regroup my thoughts. And this is not something that I want to save afterwards. I don't care at the end of the year. It's just to help me in the moment. So it's not really something I want to write down in my bullet journal. It's not something I want to carry around with me. It's just to help me in that particular moment. And then I do also have a meal planning section here. Again, this is not something I want to keep later on. This is not something I need to carry with me all the time. It's just to be able to meal plan in advance. It doesn't matter if it goes exactly according to plan or not. It's just to organize my little head. So it's in this one. And I can toss them out when I'm done. Third section is actually health related. So just printed these out today, so I haven't filled them in. I will show you my health section. So in my bullet journal, I do have like a half-year overview of my health. I have a key for that. And then I have a page for any notes concerning like all of the health information on the left side of the page. I don't want to copy everything every time I change into a new bullet journal. I can copy, like I do like to have the half-year overview in my bullet journal. So I did back plan July and half of August before I just continued. But I don't want to do this every 3 months. So how I'm thinking of doing this is that all of the daily information goes here. And then at some point, doesn't have to even be every month, but at the latest when I archive this bullet journal, I will move the information in this yearly overview. In the same way, I do have, like I said, I do have a page for my kids every month. So like I write everything down here. It can be like anything that happened to them that was major, that I want to remember. It's also health related notes. So at the end of every month, what I'm thinking of doing is just moving the health information that I have in my bullet journal in this yearly overview so that I have all of our health information written down. There's an empty page here at the back where I'm thinking of writing down if I have any particular notes about like illnesses or something else. Or maybe I'll print out pages for us so I can write down notes relating to our health. But this is a yearly overview that I'm going to need at a later date. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to archive this poor happy planner at the end of the year, and I will have all of the yearly information in one place instead of having to look for it in 3 different bullet journals or something. So that's the idea behind it. I also have a medication log for every one of us, except my husband. He can take care of himself. He's a big man. So I have like mine and then one for each of my kids. This is brand new, so I haven't used it yet, but it would be nice to, especially with myself, to keep up with the medications that we use, because I have to take a lot of different stuff for migraines, etc. And then I have a migraine tracker for myself. And on the other side, there's a period tracker. These are still work in progress, and I'm using the little dot pens to do this. This is not something I want to track in here. It is in my health section. So if I show you, like I do have my cycle in here because this is again what I grab every day. So it's easy for me to fill it out. And I use this Coletto to do it. So I do have like my cycle here, and then I just transfer it into this yearly overview where I can see the whole year at once. Same thing for the weight tracker. I do have a weight log in here, but I will move all of the yearly information in this. Yes, I have to copy it, but at the same time, I know where the information is, and I can see the whole year at once, which is the main thing for me. Then there's a pet section with, I'm going to show you an empty page. Basic information, pet care details, daily routine, etc. And then just some information, vaccination, medication log, etc. Again, not something I want to keep moving from one bullet journal to another. So it's here. It will stay here. It will be an overview of everything for the year and maybe for many years actually, because like they don't have that many vaccinations or medications going on. So basically all of the information that I do want to keep for a longer period of time, or I do want to see an overview of the whole year, it's in my mini happy planner, or I move it from here to the mini happy planner so that all the information of all my bullet journals of that particular year are in one place. That is the idea behind this system. It's also like, because it's discs, it's very easy to grab something, punch it and put it in. So here it's just, this is related to raw feeding. I do have a notes section that's empty at the moment, but it's there. If I want to write down notes that I don't really care about, I can write them here. And then here in the end, or at the end, I have a car maintenance log. Again, this will last me the whole year. Don't want to keep repeating myself in every bullet journal, so it's here. Same thing for addresses. I don't need to have them with me all the time, but it's nice to have them in one place. And these inserts are also ones that I can move into my next mini happy planner if I want to for the following year. Same thing for coupon codes. Don't need to have them with me all the time. We don't really do coupons in Finland, not the same way I know that you do it, some of you, in the States. So this is plenty of space for me, and then I'll toss it whenever it's full. Let's see. I do have a folder in the back, like this little one, double-sided, where I just keep this. It's a little warranty card that I need to, I don't know, I need to write that information somewhere. And then I have this, which was in my previous happy planner. I just moved it, so I haven't really changed the pictures of it or anything. But I mean, I really like these pictures anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, and there's that. So basically my system, I know I've been talking for 17 minutes. Basically my system is everything that just comes to my mind, I write down here. I plan in this. This is my brain. This is my schedule. But if there's something that I want to be able to see the entirety of, or the overview of it, or the whole year in one place, I move the information into my mini happy planner. Or if there's something that I do want to keep that information, doesn't need to be in this planner, it doesn't need to be in the planner that I plan in every day, it doesn't need to be information that I use all the time, I just want to archive it. It goes into my mini happy planner. And that's how I'm using these two at the same time. And honestly, I did not think it would work. I did not think I would like this system. I did not think I would be able to be into planners, kind of. But it works perfectly well. It's actually great. I don't open this up every day. I open it up when I need it. I open it up when I know that, oh crap, I have this thing I have to do in October and I really want to remember it, but I don't have a place to write it down in my bullet journal. Oh, I'm gonna write it down here, so I'm able to see it. And then when October rolls around and I'll be doing my cover pages and my October planning pages, I'll have this open in front of me to be able to move all of the information into the bullet journal. And it works very well. And it's also nice to be able to review my weeks, or to know exactly where all of, like, how much did I weigh in 1 year ago. I will know in the future where to find that information. Okay, I feel like I've talked a lot. Oh, by the way, if you're a planner hopper, this could work for you as well, because if you keep all of the relevant information somewhere, it doesn't have to be a mini happy planner, it can be anything you want. If you keep all of that information somewhere, then you're free to planner hub as much as you want, really. But yeah, that's all really. That's the core of the system. At some point, I will film setup videos of both, so you'll be able to see both in more detail, but this is just an overview to get us started. Thank you so much if you're still here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.